Well, hello, my friends. We meet again. It's been a while. Where should we begin? Today, we are taking a look at a viewer-requested live show. Thank you for requesting it. I owe this guy. I said about a year ago I do a deep dive on 7. I ended up doing one on Stab Wound, which you should go watch. But anyway, so I'll make it up to him. So we're going to be doing the song 7, played at the Montreal show in 2007. So in my home country of Canada. 2007, I just had to look up to see who exactly were the members here at the time. We have Muhammad, obviously, Stefan, there'd be Sami Ratikkanen. Sorry, Finns, I love you guys, but your names are f***ed up. And I think this might have been Hannes Grossman or Marco, but really hard to tell, and I don't know exactly when Hannes would have left the band. But anyways, keep on with it here. If you have any shows that you would like me to analyze, leave them down below. And as well, keep tuned for the next episode of Normie Wife Reacts. It's coming down the pipeline, as well as the next deep dive. So let's keep going. So we're going to start off right away with the drip checks. You know, half the battle is looking good on stage. So let's see how good they look here. And I just skipped right to the 7. Actually, I mentioned this song right here. Actually, this live show here. This is a really cool one where they do Crystal Mountain, where they cover Crystal Mountain. Very, very cool. Oh, there's Faye and Street, my boy. Anyway, so yeah, so I just skipped forward to when 7 starts. But let's go and try to get a different view and see if we can see what everyone's wearing here. All right, so right off the bat, like you will notice from the Crystal Mountain video, the other analysis I did, plain black t-shirt. Plain black t-shirt, that's all you need to look great on stage. Looks like Muhammad's got some beastly traps going here. Guys, we're doing some shrugs. Looks like he's playing... Yeah, it looks like he's playing as a Zyphos reverse headstock. See if I can get a better view. Yeah, Zyphos reverse headstock, black. Very, very cool. See if we can see what Stefan is playing here. Okay, so we can see Stefan. He's playing some sort of 6-string bass. And he looks to be wearing camo pants with a band t-shirt. Very, very tech death. You know, you got to respect him for sticking in the genre. It looks like his bass amp is rack rigged, so I can't really tell what he's playing. But if you look in the background here, we can see what looks to be an Engel. I think it's an Engel Savage he brought on stage. I assume he's going to be playing through an Engel Cab as well. So I think that's what Muhammad is playing through here. You know, Muhammad's kind of dripped out. Black t-shirt, black Zyphos. Short hair, though. I wouldn't say it's like his maximum drip level. That was when he had the long hair playing his Zyphos. But, you know, I'd say like, you know, 8 out of 10 drip. Here, you know, when you see a bassist come on stage wearing the band t-shirt, he's bald, camo pants, 6-string. I bet he's barefoot too. You know he's just going to shred. Like, if you're a bass player, you don't need to drip if you're just going to shred the bass so hard, right? In fact, it's almost better if your bassist has almost negative drip or negative aura. That almost like increases his aura, if that makes any sense to you guys. But let's check and see if we can see what Sami's playing. I think there's a pic of him coming up here. Oh. That's perfect. All right, so yeah, looks like he's got some sort of, I'm not exactly sure. Is that an ESP?
Not enough minerals.
Looks like an ESP, like a Lexi V, but I can't exactly tell the brand. You know, it doesn't have any fret markers. Very cool, you know, reverse Randy Rhoads style Vs. Always drip pretty hard. He's got the long black hair, you know, Engel Cab as well. No idea what's on his t-shirt, unfortunately. And I don't really think we can see the drummer, whoever he is today. I don't know. But he's got the double kick, lots of cymbals. Let's see, maybe it says in the comments who is drumming here. Oh, so it's Marco. Marco's drumming here. Absolute beast. Anyways, I've analyzed their outfits enough and their instruments. Let's get to the song. You see some guy in the back windmilling. Nothing brings me back to metal shows than some guy windmilling next to you and you're just getting whiffs of his shampoo. That's excellent. First thing I just want to say, I've been to Montreal, partied there a couple times back when I was like drinking and stuff. I gotta say, Montreal is one of the funnest, coolest cities you could ever go visit. If you haven't gone and visited, please go. But, you know, shout out to whoever is recording this, man. 2007, road was still pretty good, I would argue, you know, before 2008. Yeah, really cool venue. I love the lighting. Crowd's going crazy. The vibes in this room right now for the song and just like the 5 seconds that I've listened to it are very, very cool. As always, pinch harmonics to 7. Intro sound flawless. What would you expect, though? You know what I mean? I love the bass taps that go on in this intro too. It kind of gives this very bubbling sort of feel to it, like something is bubbling up to the surface. You know, you'll forgive me, I don't really know the lyrics to Seven like I do Stabu, and I haven't deep dived on it. Most of the time I'm not really looking at the lyrics while I'm listening to stuff. So anyways, but yeah, very cool. I love this intro. It's so menacing and plotting, and like I said, sort of like bubbling up. It's very cool. Sick. Look at the stage presence here. As soon as the blast beats come, you have Muhammad standing up so strong, just while everyone else beside him was like headbanging and going crazy. Kind of give, and especially with like the spotlights, really gives them this very incredible presence on stage. Wish I would have seen them live. You know, back in 2007, I was busy listening to Cradle of Filth, I guess it wasn't. That was before I was like a metalcore guy. I never even like heard of Tech Death back then. But I just want to say something about the sound here that's going on. Obviously, this isn't a soundboard rip, right? This is just what the camera's hearing. First of all, I think they have the snare and kicks mic'd up, but they don't have any of the cymbals mic'd up. So this must be a pretty small venue, maybe like sub 1,000 people. And the cymbals really just to get sort of washed out when you do this, right? You're sort of relying on the acoustic sound of the cymbals to fill this whole room. Unfortunately, right, you know, that's the reality most of these times. You don't want to be setting up overheads for a small room. In fact, it probably might make the sound worse. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. At least they have the kicks triggered and the snare, right? But a lot of bass here, though. You can hear a lot of bass. Very, very cool. Sometimes bass gets lost. Other times, maybe it's even too loud, right? You don't want it too loud. Sometimes, man, I go to a concert, especially like bigger venues, and all I can hear is like bass and kick drums. So, you know, anyways, let's keep going. Man, someone right here is tall. He's a tall boy. One of the things that's interesting about the vocals here, first of all, they're not very loud. They definitely could have turned them up a little bit, but that's also because his voice and his screaming is very, very low, right? Muhammad's voice is very, very guttural and low. However, he sort of has like, I'm not like pro at doing Muhammad style vocals, right? But it sort of has like that overtone, almost kind of like a pig squeal sound, right? But it's like you have like the low, like fundamental pitch that he's trying to hit, right? And then there's sort of like, you know, overtones. It's not just simply like a low, you know, like, oh, it's more like, I don't know if you can hear, maybe I'll try to pronounce it a little bit like it has that little bit of like higher mid overtones, right? And that really sort of helps it to stand out live, which is very, very cool. Like I can only really hear that in the live version here. Hold on, let me just move myself a little bit. I don't think I've ever seen anybody be as relaxed looking playing guitar as like Sammy is. Like, holy cow, like he is looking incredibly, incredibly relaxed here. Very, very impressive. Oh man, that was cool. I gotta go back. That harmonic on the bass. Sick. Hold on, I'll move myself over here so while during the solo. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we can see his a little bit better here. His instrument. Let me just go back a little bit. It looks like an ESP custom shop, maybe logo. I honestly, I can't tell. I can't tell. But he's got. Okay, let me go as positive. It kind of gets zoomed in halfway. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played like Warhammer 40K, but that's like half the chaos sign. I don't know if that's what it means at all. Oh, you can see it's sort of got like the Alexi Laiho, right, sort of face, and then the bevels are colored. Very, very cool guitar. Bro, so clean, bro. So clean. Let me just go back to that tapping with that little sweep. Oh, dude. So cool. Yeah, this song is one of the best solos I think in Necrophage's career. It's so just, I don't want to say smooth, but it's not as like. Oh, the dog stopped barking? Okay. What was my thought? Oh yeah, one of the best solos of their career. It's very, very smooth and it flows so well. Like oftentimes in Necrophage's songs, they like break down the song completely, right? To these sort of like open chords with the solo happening, right? In this song, it doesn't really do that, right? It sort of keeps the momentum going. It doesn't really change the dynamics a whole lot. Very, very, very cool. If you notice too, let me move myself back over here. Muhammad, his like stance while he's playing guitar, it's a lot different from a lot of what you normally see. Like I'm not wearing, or I don't have a strap, right? But oftentimes you'll see that maybe down here they're like, you know, they're singing sort of like, whereas Muhammad, he's sort of got like the guitar up here. And his head is really, really close to, you know, the fretboard, right? It's sort of like almost like a very hunched way. And instead of being sort of like perpendicular to the microphone, he's almost sort of more like parallel to it. Like his, like, you know, you can see like his left shoulder's like a little bit more forward. Very, very cool stance. And yeah, like I said, it just gives him this great presence on stage. If you watch, like, if you watch like my other video I did analyzing the Death Show, Chuck Schuldiner also kind of has a similar stance as well. I think maybe it helps him play a little bit easier. Me, when I play bass, actually, I play bass and sing in a band, and I've been trying this sort of turning your body and moving the fretboard sort of like up here, and it's interesting. Very, very interesting stance. It's good. Okay, let's rewind this here and let's watch his picking hand in like half speed here. His picking hand is going crazy. Look at the power he's putting into every single pick stroke. While singing, mind you, while singing, and I'm sure if you looked over at Marco, he'd be doing the same thing. But this is seriously impressive guitar work. And I really got to shout out to Fayan's Dream. Like you saw his short right here. He's my guitar teacher, and he pointed out a lot of this stuff too during our lessons. And yeah, once you watch this stuff, you really start to pick up on it. And that's why, you know, even during these really super fast Necrophagist riffs, you can really pick out like the higher notes that are left unmuted because he hits them with such intensity on those like upstrings, like like I'm doing a really exaggerated movement, right? But it's like that's not the sound the guitars make, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean, guys. Whoa, okay, hold on. I'm just noticing this now. And let me move my camera over here again. Buddy's got what looks to be a bass drum on its side as like a tom. I really wonder what he uses that for during the show. Because that's like a lot of extra stuff to carry around and set up. Very, very cool. I don't think I've seen that besides on like maybe a Neil Peart live show. I don't know. Yeah, very cool. I don't think he's used it at all in this song though. I haven't noticed that. That's such a good hook. God, this guy's just steezed out of control here. The tapping, the crazy. Oh, it's a Vader. He's a Vader cab. So maybe some sort of Vader bass amp as well. That flat black Xiphos goes so hard. Bro, dude. Okay, I gotta watch that again. bro. Clean. Dude, what a show. Really cool. Really cool live set. I would love to do another Necrophagus song, but maybe from a different show. So if you guys want to see that, leave that down below. And yeah, if you want to see me analyze any other live shows, leave those comments down below. Let me know if you're liking this series too. It's sort of nice. It's a nice stopgap while I'm working on other stuff that takes a lot of time. You know, I'm trying not to have like weeks between videos again anymore. I hired an editor to do Normie Wife stuff, and now I'm doing the other stuff so I can focus on that. But yeah, cheers you guys. If you want to recommend me some stuff, make sure you join the Patreon and join the Discord. A lot easier to recommend me stuff there. I check that way more often. You know, there's just so many comments. It's really hard to read and keep track of them. But yeah, I've been Varvis. Cheers, you guys.